Hi, everyone. I'm Liz Costanzo. I'm the 612 ISS for Social Studies and Advanced Placement Programs at headquarters located in Alexandria, Virginia. And I am super excited to welcome you to Quarter Two Professional Learning. So, a quick flashback to quarter one, we focused on four areas of academic discourse. One of them was academic discussions, circle of viewpoints, circle of knowledge, and the Harkness discussions, as well as having the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library Museum do a live remote presentation on civil discourse. Before we move on to quarter two, I'd like to give a shout out to the team at Europe Central for welcoming to their schools. I really appreciated that. Everyone was so wonderful, and I really loved seeing you teach. So thank you, Ramstein, Kaiserslautern, and Wiesbaden, and Baumholder. I'm sorry I missed you. Hopefully, I'll get to be in your schools next time I'm in Europe Central, and hopefully I'll get to be in more schools and get to meet more people and see more great teaching throughout DoDEA. So thanks, everyone. Now to quarter two. In core instructional strategies, we took a look at Socratic seminar. And I like to say that this one, I know this is super corny, that it's an oldie but a goodie. I mean, like, right? It's been around for 1,000 years. However, in our personal practice, sometimes we forget about these best practices that we've used in the past. So I think the Socratic seminar is a great reminder of a good way to bring students into the classroom. Then we follow that up today with PALS, with Jennifer King from Europe East, who's going to be presenting that for us. And I'd like to give a shout out to Riley Ramirez, who made the videos. In this session, Jennifer is going to be showing us how we can do a great reading strategy with our students that really gets them ready for that Socratic seminar. What I also love about the strategy that Jennifer is presenting, not only is she using DoDEA students, but this strategy itself works on student-centered discourse. It gets kids talking and learning together, which I really love. Also today we have live remote with the Federal Reserve and live remote with the National Archives. There is a 15-minute break between both of those live remote sessions. Please check in the course about what time you are meeting. In the Americas, it's in Eastern Standard Time. In Europe, it's Central European Time. And in the Pacific, it's in Japanese Standard Time. So that's going to impact a few people a little bit differently. Central Time in the US and I believe Guam as well. Super excited about this, and I hope that you guys are too. Our essential question for the whole year is, why does student-centered discourse matter? And I was reflecting on that, and I was thinking about turn-in talks. I know this is a little change with a big impact. What I love about turn-in talks is that it gets every student engaged in that student-centered discourse for a short period of time, but it gets every voice in the room. There's kind of two ways that you can present this, and I know you're thinking, Liz, we know how to do a turn-in talk, but humor me. So there's two ways to do this. You can ask the question, and everybody writes a response, or they can find it in their notes, and then the students turn and talk to their kind of shoulder partner. That's one way to do it. What I like about that is when everybody writes, we know that everybody's learning something, and it also helps them establish that, hey, I know this. Or if you know it's in their notes, they can find it in their notes, which does two different things. It reestablishes that they took the notes on this and they have to find it. And then the kids know if they need to write down the answer because they can't find it in their notes. And if it's worthy for you to ask that question, it's worthy for the kids to have the opportunity to turn and talk about it so they're really learning what you are trying to teach them. The other way to do that is just simply to ask the question, have the students turn and talk, and I always like to have them think, then turn and talk. And this strategy might be for a simpler question. But remember, you guys, if you're taking the time to ask the question, you want to know if the students know. And I also included on the side the what is it, the research behind turn-in talks, but it does make a difference for kids. It gets every voice in the classroom, which is culturally responsive practices. And it helps you know what they know, which is a great teaching strategy. So as we're thinking about student-centered discourse, think about a little change with a big impact and think about just using that turn-in talk. I always say that just one thing that can make a huge difference for teaching and learning in your classroom. So finally, thank you for your participation and your feedback. We take your feedback and we use it to make changes in our professional development. That is why we have so many outside presenters coming in because you requested that. Also, another request has been for using DoDEA students in our videos, and that we have tried to add in this time, and you're going to be seeing more of that, we hope, in the future. And then finally, thank you so much for your participation in the learning. I love to go back and see what you wrote about lesson ideas that you have, what your takeaways were, your comments to your colleagues. So thank you so much for engaging in that. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you find this learning valuable. So once again, thank you so much and have a great quarter two professional learning. We look forward to hearing back from you. Thanks. Have a great day.